Have you ever been confused about what you should buy at the grocery store or what foods are
Not whatsoever. 99% of what's in the grocery store is absolute shit.
the healthiest foods to buy? Well, today's your lucky day. I'm helping you by breaking down the top 10 foods that you should have on your grocery list to supercharge your health that are
Supercharge your health. I hate when they use like those fucking buzzwords that don't mean anything.
extremely delicious and so much fun to cook with. Hey there, foodie friends. If you're new to my channel,
How long is this shit? Oh, 11 minutes. Fuck me, I'm gonna have to sit.
I'm Dr. Anna. This channel is all about you. I am dedicated to bringing you content that will help support your health, make things actionable, easy, give you
Great. Now we just see some stock footage with people with a pile of fucking toxic vegetables. Great.
tips and tools
Good
so
start.
that you feel charged up and enthusiastic to make your health a top priority. If you're ready, let's dive in. So we're gonna start with some superfoods. Most likely you've heard this term thrown around and it feels like everybody's calling anything a superfood these days. But truthfully, there are some foods that are more nutrient dense than other foods. So here are some of my favorite superfoods that you can incorporate
I'm willing to bet it's gonna be fucking garbage. If there's broccoli in the list, I'm gonna lose my shit.
into your diet right away. Berries. Berries are insanely nutritious.
I mean, berries. It's not like they're just fucking berries. What kind of nutrients can you get out of berries apart from like a bit of vitamin C and maybe some potassium? Like, do you really think in nature you would go out of your way to just spend like 3 hours picking up like a handful of blackberries that can sustain you for 2 hours? This is ridiculous.
Of course, there are many varieties. We have blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, and then some less commonly seen berries, like boysenberries, marionberries, black raspberries, and so forth. Of course, most people think of strawberries, but no matter which variety you prefer, they are all packed with vitamins and minerals and
They're not packed with vitamins and minerals if you compare that to like beef liver. I mean, it's not even a contest. It's pathetic. And also the antioxidants are actually pro-oxidants.
antioxidants, which are nutritional components that help fight damage in our body that's caused by something called a free radical. Of course, berries are also
I don't think there's any scientific studies to support that.
very rich in fiber, and fiber
Great. Here we go. Guys, we're a minute 30 in and we're already throwing around the fucking fiber argument. Seriously, I can't take this shit. Fiber is not an essential nutrient. Not. You do not need it to live or survive or to poop for that matter.
being that bulk aspect of food, important at the point of digestion all the way at the end, which is in our colon. The more fiber we have in our diet, the better we can actually absorb water from.
What? The more fiber you have, the more you can absorb water? Based on what? I think the more fiber you have, the more you're gonna crap yourself.
food that we eat. And of course, not to mention, berries are an amazing, sweet, delicious treat. You can have that as a core component of your breakfast. It can be a snack, and of course, it's amazing in desserts. Add it to your yogurt for breakfast or put it in some oatmeal. You can eat them plain, you can blend them into smoothies, and so much more. You can make sauces, you can freeze them into freeze pops, and no matter.
Essentially, it's just sugar. We don't need sugar. Gluconeogenesis, you remember that shit?
Or how you eat it, berries are very good for you. Okay, so our next superfood is an obvious one, but it's leafy greens. And
oh my God, I knew it. Leafy greens, toxic, poisonous leaves. Great.
Greens also come in a ton of varieties. So when I hear leafy greens, the first thing that comes to my mind is spinach and kale. Of
When I hear leafy greens, the first thing that comes to my mind is gagging.
course, there are many other types, which are.
Have you ever seen people like feeding children broccoli and kale? They spit that shit right out immediately.
Chard, bok choy, Swiss chard, rainbow chard, arugula, wild.
Loaded with oxalates.
greens, and so many others. Like berries, kale or spinach are things that you can throw into a smoothie. Of course, these things make amazing salads, or they can be cooked down into other dishes like casseroles or put in a quiche. Leafy greens are also really packed with nutrition, so we consider these things nutrient dense.
They're not. They're packed with all the wrong, non-bioavailable form of nutrients. Your body has to work really hard to convert them, not to mention the amount of anti-nutrients found in them will probably inhibit your body's ability to absorb them in the first place. Garbage.
Lots of vitamins, minerals, phytonutrients, so these other little
Phytonutrients are just based on absolute speculations. There's no proof that actually create benefits. They might create a response in the body, but often it's just your body's response to the toxicity of that phytonutrient in the first place and an attempt to detoxify it.
molecules that are found in plants that are extremely healthful for our bodies, in addition to having a lot
No science to prove it. No causality there.
of that good fiber. Our next food that is very nutrient dense is salmon or oily little fishes.
Finally, something decent. Salmon
These
is pretty
things
good.
are really well
Again, the picture is farm raised. This is pretty shit. You can tell just by the fat content. If you want to take salmon, make sure you get wild salmon.
known for having those omega-3 fatty acids that are so good for our bodies and
Yes, DHA and EPA.
our hair, our skin, our nails, but also for our nervous system, our cardiovascular system, and our immune system. Now, fish can be eaten in so many ways. You can have it raw, like in sushi.
Raw would be great. No, raw would probably be the easiest to digest, and also you will ensure that you maintain all the nutrients intact.
You could have it baked in the oven. The opportunities are absolutely endless when it comes to fish. And some of those other oily little fishes that are really healthy for us are things like sardines and anchovies. Now, if you
Be careful with sardines or anchovies. If they come in a can, you'll get metal poisoning from it.
don't love fishy
And also, they'll be overcooked to shit.
flavors, those are probably not going to be at the top of your list, but I have to tell you them because they're so healthy for you. All right, our next superfoods is really a category of foods because there are just so many good things about them.
Oh,
It is
boy.
nuts and seeds.
Oh,
So
God. I knew it. I mean, it was already bad enough with the leafy greens. Now we have nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are not human food. They're basically undigestible for human, especially in big amounts, and especially if they've been pulverized into a flour. Not a superfood, not a human food.
we have so many reasons why these should be incorporated
Full of phytic acids. Some of them have lectins. Some of them have, I think almonds have like 150 milligrams of oxalates per portion. It's huge. I think almonds also have cyanide in it. All poison.
into our diet. Obviously, this is a really important protein source for
No, it's not. Meat is an important protein source. This is shit protein.
somebody who's not going to eat animals, so vegans or vegetarians. But they have healthy fats, vitamins,
Fuck 'em.
minerals, fiber. The flavor profile in these things is extremely complex. So what you can get is this derivative layers of flavor that make amazing things in desserts.
Who fucking cares? The fact that something tastes good has nothing to do with the fact that it's nutritious or a superfood. It's fucking stupid. I know, I was a chef for many years. Yeah, I can make a lot of tasty shit, but it doesn't mean it's healthy.
Or to supplement cooking meat or fish. Some of my favorites are pecans and almonds. Of course, now in our grocery stores, we can find a lot of variety of these non-dairy milks, and often these are coming
They just repeat nonsense. None of that is based in logic. Like, the science is so bastardized and so corrupted that you just have to think rationally. What would we have had access in the wild for the most of our existence? Clearly not nuts, grains, and seeds.
from nuts. But don't forget about seeds. Seeds are so good for your health. Sesame seeds.
You can't digest seeds. If you don't crush seeds and you swallow them, they'll come out of your rear end intact. Have you ever had corn and you see it the next day in your fucking toilet? What does that tell you? It goes right through you.
seeds, poppy seeds, chia seeds, flax seeds, all of these things are so healthy for you because
They're
of their
shit.
nutrient profile.
Absolute
they have
shit.
a lot of fiber, and they also have a really long shelf life. So the nice thing is if you buy these things in bulk, they're going to last in your pantry for months. Nuts are also a really great snack. They are so easy.
Fucking, what is it with people and snacks? If you switch to like a ketovore diet or a carnivore diet or a ketogenic diet, really high in fat, you won't need to snack. In my opinion, if you need to snack, is you don't know how to eat.
To put in a little Ziploc bag, throw them into your purse or your backpack, or send them with your kids to school lunches. You do have to watch out for eating these things around folks who have nut allergies. Okay, and the next superfood is pretty much everyone's favorite, and it's avocados. I know I don't
Avocados. What can I say? Crap.
have to tell you guys how delicious these things are, but to be honest, avocados are not just rich in flavor. They have really healthy fats, and believe it or not,
No, they're not healthy fats. They don't have all the fat soluble vitamins that you'll find in animal fat, like vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin D3, K2, and vitamin E.
a crazy amount of fiber. This is that bulk we were talking about.
Fucking fiber. I remember I went like strict carnivore. I didn't have any avocados for several months. And then I retested just one half of an avocado, and I was so bloated. So how do you know if it's good for you? You have to eliminate everything else and then reintroduce it in your diet and see how your body reacts. But most of the time, it won't react well.
That's really important for your digestion. The nice thing about avocados is they're so versatile. You can chop it up and put it into a salad. You can spread it on toast.
Green fucking sludge on bread. Seed sludge loaf.
Avocado toast, everybody knows about that. But don't be afraid to blend this into a smoothie as well. It adds a crazy creamy texture, which is really tasty. I know that a lot of people like to do mango and avocado
I used to put that in my smoothies. Gave me the worst shit ever.
salsas, also an amazing use of avocado. Okay, that was a lot, 5 superfoods, but to be honest, I have 5 more for you guys.
I mean, at the end of the day, avocado is probably not the worst. At least it's not very high. It doesn't have much sugar.
Our next superfood is quinoa. Quinoa.
I mean, wasn't quinoa fitting in nuts and seeds already? God damn it. Nothing
It's a
special in
green,
quinoa,
but it's
guys.
actually a complete protein as well. What that
No,
means
it's not.
is it contains all of the essential amino acids that
Not in the right ratios and not in the bioavailability you want.
our body cannot produce itself inside of the food. So, hey, vegans, vegetarians, you're probably going to want to eat quinoa in your diet. Of
Or you're probably going to want to switch diet.
course, it's amazing as like a grain bowl, but you can just toss it on top of salads as well if you like. All right, our next superfood, if you are a dairy eater, it is yogurt. Now, yogurt we know is a fermented food. So what that means is it's a
Barely fermented. It's basically pasteurized crap that's been inoculated with this one specific bacteria. If you want to eat yogurt, that's totally fine, but just trying to have access to raw yogurt. Unfortunately, I live in Canada, which is a fucking, it's like a slave country, and I'm not allowed to buy any raw dairy. So if you're like me, you should just skip it altogether.
probiotic in our bodies. That means this is some good bacteria that can help support our digestive tract, which is also lined with bacteria. Yogurt is obviously really rich in protein, and if you are trying to limit the amount of fat that you're taking in, you can get a non-fat variety.
Why not just meat? Why not just the good old meat that has everything we need and the ratios that we need and the vitality that we need? And a lot of people can't tolerate dairy, so keep that in mind.
Or a low-fat variety. But don't be afraid of the fat that is contained within yogurt. It's super, super delicious. The great thing about yogurt is it can also be a base for sauces or condiments. So if you want to make your own ranch dressing, for example, and you want to try to eliminate some of the thicker creams, yogurt is dark chocolate. And it is one of those foods.
I can't take it, guys. Dark chocolate. Think about it. Dark chocolate is a processed food. Like any food that needs significant amount of processing is not going to be healthy for you. We're not going to be eating that in nature, that's for sure. Like chocolate, like the process, you need to like pick the fruits, open it up, extract the seeds from the flesh. You need to let those seeds ferment for a period of time. Once they're fermented, you need to dry them. Once they're dried, you need to wash them, peel them, roast them, crush them, separate them, and then re-emulsify them into a fucked up bar. How is that health? And it's full of toxin. I think it has theobromine in it. And also it's really high in oxalates. And it's bitter as fuck. If you don't have any sugar in it, it's terrible. It tastes like shit.
That contains a ton of antioxidants. Just
Pro-oxidants. When you eat toxic food like that, your body will actually increase metabolism and release glutathione in an attempt to detox the body from the poison you just ate. It doesn't mean that it's antioxidant, it's pro-oxidants. And I'm pretty sure the glutathione level will be lower than when it started afterwards.
like with anything in life, moderation is really key. For the next superfood, we have sweet potatoes. Now, the
Moderation, like if you say moderation is key for a superfood, that doesn't really make sense.
super nutrient dense version is
I mean, fuck's sake, guys. You know what I'm going to say? Again, full of oxalates.
the orange. Why? Because
And also it's loaded with beta-carotene, which is the wrong type of vitamin A, unlike retinol. So the body has to convert beta-carotene to retinol. And I think it uses T4, and it actually can affect your thyroid. So if you have thyroid problem, you should probably avoid beta-carotene.
contains beta carotene, which is a really important phytonutrient that works as an antioxidant or a free radical scavenger inside of our bodies. Sweet
Not at
potatoes
all,
are
not
also
at all.
amazingly rich in vitamins and minerals. Now,
They're rich in oxalates too.
before you start peeling all of your potatoes, pay attention because a lot of the nutrition is actually in the skin. And this
No, a lot of the anti-nutrients is in the skin. It's the protective layer so that the insects don't eat it. What's so hard to understand about that? People have known this in botany for fucking years.
This goes for all potatoes. All those nice minerals that are in the ground kind of get into the skin. And when we peel it off, what we leave behind is just kind of the sweet starchy part. So if you can tolerate the skin, it definitely does help you out nutritionally. Sweet
Just don't eat it.
potatoes are another one of those things that are extremely versatile. You can make them into casseroles. You can cook them separately like a baked potato.
Yeah,
cinnamon sweet
versatile,
potato.
blah, blah,
If you
blah.
pre-cook them, superfood for you is actually another category, and it is teas. Everyone loves to talk
Teas, again. I mean, I didn't drink coffee in my life, but I drank teas for so many years, and they're terrible. They're also loaded with oxalates and tannins and other form of anti-nutrients that will... I think teas actually inhibits your body's absorption of iron. So that's not a good thing.
about green tea, but there are other teas that are extremely healthy for us. Green tea is really famous for being rich in antioxidants. It is
Pro-oxidants. Plants don't have antioxidants.
of course a beverage that is
They're only antioxidants for the plant itself, not for humans.
enjoyed in a lot of Asian cultures, and perhaps that is part of the secret of why they live so long. Green tea does contain caffeine, so if you're somebody who's trying to avoid caffeine, you might want to pick a different variety of herbal tea. Now, you may have noticed that I mentioned that a lot of these different foods have antioxidants, and I hope that helps you appreciate. There are a lot of different
don't
ways to
appreciate it.
get a lot of nutrition into your diet. You don't only have to eat certain foods. So if you're telling me, Anna, I just don't like green leafy vegetables, like it's really
Nobody likes green leaf vegetables.
not my thing. Like, okay, that's a shame because it's so dense in nutrition, but
No, it's not.
we can work around that. There are other ways that you can
Yes, you can. Just eat meat.
get those nutrients into your diet with foods you really enjoy. Okay, so there you have it, friends.
There's a difference between food you enjoy and that your body needs and thrive on.
I hope you enjoyed these top 10 superfoods
I hated it.
that are extremely nutrient
They're not. Salmon was okay.
dense, delicious, versatile, and
I can't believe only like one animal product made it to the list. That's fucked up.
a lot of fun to make. Adding these nutrient-dense foods into your diet will overall enhance your health now, but also will set you up.
It will enhance your health now, but destroy it later. A lot of these compounds might make you more alert on the moment, and you might confuse that with health or vitality. But if you ingest a toxin, your body has to increase its metabolism and speed things up just to detoxify from that toxin. So it might make you more wired or alert, which you might confuse with positivity or health, but it won't satiate you. There's nothing in it that you need.
For a trajectory of health for many years to come. Being a medical doctor, I am always thinking.
Okay, so she's a medical doctor. That means she knows fuck all about nutrition, and she spent most of her time learning about drugs and getting basically corrupted and brainwashed by pharmaceutical companies.
About how we can be healthy at every age. There's no reason that our health needs to decline as we turn another birthday.
You're right. There's no reason, but yet your entire industry is profiting from people being sick.
One of the best ways to maintain your health is by committing to a foundation of a healthy diet that then will allow
Nobody knows what the fuck a healthy diet is for humans.
you to have wiggle room to eat certain things that you like that you know are not supposed to be in your daily life, like cake, ice cream, etc. But
And kale.
there won't be big consequences on your health from these processed or sweetened foods
Yes, there is.
if your foundation is solid.
If your foundation is solid and you eat a cake, you'll feel like shit for 5 days. You're gonna get the true value of how bad it is for your body.
Always emphasize this to you guys. The key to health is balance. Balance in every capacity. I want you to enjoy
Sorry.
these superfoods, but do not feel stressed out or panicked if you're not ready to take them all on at once.
If you eat all this shit that she's suggesting, you will feel pretty stressed out and wired because your body will be starving.
Recommend trying one new thing at a time. If you don't eat any of the foods on my list, pick your favorite one, start there. Over
There's only salmon that I eat on that list.
time, you can
Maybe a handful of berries once in a while in the summer when they're in season. But I'm not gonna be pretending that it's giving me anything or anything positive to my body.
incorporate more and more healthy foods so that being healthy
Okay, I'm done. All right, guys. Well, this is just like the typical bullshit that we hear all the time. None of that is based on anything apart from vague, unreliable, non-causal science. And it's not based in logic. It's not based in evolution. It's not based in what we would have eaten for the majority of our existence, which is species-appropriate diet, which is predominantly meat of ruminant animals, amongst other things. Did we eat some plants here and there? Sure, when we were starving, but it doesn't mean that the bulk majority of your food should be plants. All right, that'll be it for today, guys. Till the next one.